Okay. Hello everybody on YouTube. This is Nikki Wonderlick, and I have my friend Armando here with me.
Welcome. Nice to meet you all.
And well, um, we have we're gonna chat, and we actually have an announcement.
Yeah, so stay tuned. So hopefully towards the end we will make that announcement. That way we can have time for people to come in and interact with us. So it's a pleasure being here with you, Nikki. So thank you for inviting me. I know we've been trying to do this in the making forever.
Yes. So, how are you doing?
It's a beautiful day up here in Northern California. It's not super hot. This weekend it's supposed to be up in the hundreds from I think 106 or 107 is supposed to be the highest. And then low with 100. So if you're in the rainy territory, please send me some. I know you, Nikki, are in rainy territory, so please send me some rain.
If I could, I would, but unfortunately, I am not in control of the weather.
That is
But if I could,
unfortunate.
I would.
That is unfortunate. Um, but otherwise, it's been a decent day. Of course, we have to proceed with life, whatever comes from it, whether it's doing house chores or, in my case, dealing with school stuff, which is making sure that I'm ready to go into the master's program to become a counselor. So that's been on the radar. So it's been pretty busy. But of course, it doesn't go without saying that every day we either text or you and I talk, so that brightens up my day.
And in my case, it's trying to get into a new place.
Yeah, I wish you the best. I hope things work out. I know, without saying too much, I know things are going for you in the right direction. So for positive vibes.
Hi, Willie Rosato.
Hey,
How are you
welcome.
today?
Welcome, Will.
Um,
So I guess I should say, Nikki, that some of you may remember me from when I used to do radio shows through various networks, but I have given that up as of February this year due to the fact that, again, I'm starting school. I'm hopefully supposed to be starting in July, Lord willing. And with that, school is a priority, and,
right.
homework and internships, practicum, whatever you want to call it, that's going to take up a lot of time. And quite honestly,
Mm-hmm.
that's not going to be conducive to the internet radio environment. If I'm going to do something, I'd rather do something that I'm going to be happy with. And if you're a believer like I am,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord gave me that calling to be a counselor. So I'm going to follow
Right.
his calling in my heart. And that's what I hope to be.
Right. You gotta follow what you feel you want to be. For example, I've always wanted to be a teacher's aide, and I followed my heart, and I became a teacher's aide.
And how's that working out for you? I mean, I know
Well,
you've taken some time off, I guess.
yeah. Up until I took some time off, it was going great. Um, Willie, Willie Rosado says congratulations.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. It's not an easy path, but nothing in life is easy these days. Especially with the economy and everything else we got going on. So again, I appreciate it. So thank you so much for your heartfelt words. And go ahead, Nikki, continue with.
Um, Up until I had to take a leave of absence for a few different reasons, um, like health and a couple other reasons, which I'm not gonna get into in this live.
Sure,
Um, it was going great. Um, and I'm hoping to get into a place soon. Um, and then depending on health, I may or may not be going back to work. So
we will
I'm
pray
not
for
gonna
it.
be getting into that in too much detail right now.
Sure,
Um, cause I don't have too many answers right now.
sure. I understand, and you know it's a process, especially when with the stuff that you just mentioned that you're dealing with. Everything takes time, and nobody has the answers right away. So you're doing what you have control of, and the rest it's up to whoever's helping you, whether it's doctors, whether it's the leasing agency, whether it's other uh, parties involved.
Um, and when I have updates, I will let you guys know. Um, but as of right now, I do not have updates, except I will be getting my birth certificate hopefully soon. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully I will be getting a place soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, everything
Um,
takes time.
yeah.
Just like with me, you know, I have to do the scholarships to get the financing so I don't have to pull out student loans. I have to make sure that everything goes through and then file, you know, basically enroll for classes, making sure my accommodations are set. I mean,
Right.
everything it takes a process and it takes time.
Right.
So I understand where you're coming from your point of view, especially with your situation in life, whether it's the working as an aide, your move, your health, all that stuff takes time.
Right.
So
Hang on, I'm gonna get caught up on comments and then we'll talk
sure,
some more.
sure, go ahead. And meanwhile, if you just joined us, welcome. My name is Armando. I'm from California, and it's a pleasure being here. This was a long time within the making, and so of course I want to thank you all for joining us, and of course to Miss Nikki who finally convinced me, and we both agreed and said, "Hey, it's time for us to do a video."
Okay. Okay. Okay, he said congrats for the or you're welcome for the congrats.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said you got this for the health stuff and the apartment and stuff.
For you, yep. So, yep, I believe in him and you, and he believes in you.
Okay, I'm caught up now.
Okay. So, again,
Sorry
thank you
about
for.
that.
No, you're fine. Thank you for reading the comments. I figured while you were catching up on comments, I can talk a little bit about myself, where I'm from, all that good stuff, which
Okay.
I did. So now
Okay.
the floor is yours.
Okay. Um. Okay. Um. Well. Um. Well, shall we do the announcement?
If you want, or we could wait a little longer. That way, if people want to join in more, I don't know how this works. I've used it before, but I've never actually hosted. a room, so you're the expert. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You're the expert on this. I'm just going along with what you want to do.
Okay. Well, it seems like only one person has joined, so let's just make the announcement.
Go ahead.
Um, well, I have an announcement. Um, we have one more comment.
Oh,
Hang on, I'm gonna read it quick.
okay. So while she's reading the comments, we appreciate you joining us, whether it's live or after the fact.
Willie Rosato said, "I love CA. It's my neighbor."
Oh, California. Oh, okay. Where are you from? Let us know.
Our announcement is Armando and I are in a relationship.
That
We
too was
are
a long time
boyfriend and
coming.
girlfriend.
Yes, that was a long time coming. So I met Nikki in a group back in 2017. We were actually reminiscing about that. And I don't remember what group we met in specifically, whether it was the Blind Pen Pals or the Blind and Visually Impaired Support Group. But in my heart, something told me that I needed to reach out to her and become friends on Facebook. So we would talk off and on. I would see her posts. I would try to interact with her, whether it's by post or messages. We exchanged phone numbers, and she would tell me her struggles, and I'd try to work with her to find ways to cope with without saying too much. And up until recently, we've connected more than just your traditional hi and bye and hope you have a good day type thing. It just, to me, it just feels right that the way she approached it to me was the way it should be approached, especially with one's past and the way things happened, whether it's on her end or my end. But if you wait for the right timing, the right person's going to come, and the right person is going to do their best to sweep you off your feet, but in such a way. And Nikki's just one of those people, folks, that she had a very she had a very light way of approaching it. Not too little, not too much, just enough. And basically, she threw the ball in my court, and well, I couldn't have been happier with the outcome.
Willie Rosato said, "I'm in Arizona. I'm not gonna say the town."
Arizona, okay, that's fine. Arizona, I have family out there. I've actually been to the Grand Canyon.
And he says, "Nice job. Congrats on that."
Thank you, Will.
And then he says, "Clap, clap."
Thank you. I mean, it
Thank
was a
you.
long time coming. And like I said, I'll let Nikki speak from her perspective, but I think I spoke enough from kind of both perspectives, mine and hers, but I don't want to steal the show, so I'll let her speak from her take on things.
Basically, I wasn't ready to ask because um I just wasn't ready to ask. Um because past experiences have blown up in my face, so I just wasn't ready to ask. So I just said, I have feelings for you, and he took it from there.
Which was a very tactful way of approaching it. I mean, one thing we both have to realize is, especially if the past relationship was traumatic or there were it ended on a bad note, it's never good to jump into something right away. Especially as she pointed out to me earlier, you don't want to be unfair to the person that you're with, even though you mean well, but at the end of it all, you don't want to be unfair to the person that you're pursuing. So I think allowing that extra time, whether it was a year or two, was well worth it, and I hope things will work out to our benefit and for the best for both of us for years to come and in the near future. She deserves somebody who will love, respect, and treat her. I deserve the same. So now we run with it and we deal with it like adults, not like high school kids.
Vegan Equilibrium asks, would you say this is a cruel world?
Yes, and I say this because people nowadays, and I don't speak for anybody. Okay, so please, whatever I say, do not take offense. I'm only speaking from a general standpoint. But I think recently, because of the social media and everything else, we've lost a sense of humanity just for the simple fact that for us, just for the simple fact that we're so busy texting, we're so busy being keyboard warriors or whatever that we fail to we fail to look at the person beyond the social media. And in my case, Nikki has taught me that not everything has to be based on social media. That it's okay to get off social media and talk to her, even though yes, I'm in California, she's in her area. Um, a phone call or just to hear one's voice, because obviously we won't be able to see each other. You know, she can see me, but I can't see her since I was born totally blind. But the point is, having the human interaction is more important than being behind a screen and basically doing things you wouldn't otherwise do in person, acting inappropriate. If that makes sense. And I don't know, Nikki, if you want to add to that, but that's how I see things.
I'm gonna say, in some circumstances, it can be, but in other circumstances, I would say no. I would say in some circumstances, yes, because there is abuse out there.
Hmm.
But in other circumstances, no, because there is still love out there and there is still kindness out there.
So I would say it's more situational, but at least I focus it from the social media aspect. But you do bring up a point. You know, in this world, you're gonna find good people, bad people, worse people. It's up to you how you want to handle it.
Do you have anything else you want to say, Armando?
I don't, other than, I'm happy that, and I speak to you, Nikki, but for the video purpose, that we've agreed that being together was the right thing. It was a mutual thing. It wasn't rushed. Um, I just hope that despite my school and everything, that we will make things work. And I feel good with you. And
And I feel good with you. And like I've told you, if you're busy, you don't have to respond to me right away. You can respond when you're free.
I know, but I just like to be respect. And I guess it goes for everybody too. If you're going to be in a relationship, be mindful and respectful for one's feelings, because we
And
all
I
have
get
feelings.
that, but at the same time, I get that people have lives, and I don't respect an answer right away because I get that people have lives.
Right. But in closing, always love and respect and treat those the way you want to be loved, respected, and treated,
I agree.
because tomorrow's not promised. And most of all, count your blessings and cherish the people
Agreed.
that really make a difference in your life.
Take care, God bless, and stay safe. See you in the next one.
Bye bye,
Bye.
bye.